What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. I'm recapping the OKC Spurs game, Game 6. Uh, terrible. Terrible game from OKC. Terrible game from Mark. Terrible game from Shea. I mean, this was just an all-out bad game from OKC. I'm down to say it, man. I think Mark is a bad coach. Mark Daigneault is a bad coach to me. First, I got in the first quarter. He used a timeout too early in the game. First quarter, the game is just starting. He calls a timeout already in the 10-minute mark, 10:35 or so. We shouldn't be calling timeouts that early in the game. First off, I think the score was like 2-9, and he already called a timeout. Wemby had hit 2 threes, and I think Vasil hit a 3, and they scored a layup. 9-2 is not somewhere where you should be calling a timeout. The game just started. So you really have to let your guys play and feel the game out. It ain't even been 2 minutes yet. All right, so you calling the time, like, and this is an every game thing. This is an every game thing. They coming out first quarter playing bad. We're in Game 6. Y'all just won a big game. Last game at home. Why are y'all coming out in this game where y'all can go to the NBA Finals? You need one more game to go to the NBA Finals versus a team who has won 11 games straight, who is getting a great amount of rest. And you're coming out like this. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. And the game is still going on while I'm doing this video. As we speak, the game is still going on. I just did it early because they're getting blew out. Then Spurs went on it's okay. I don't know what OKC's doing. Wemby checks out the game at the 5-minute mark. Bad substitution for Mitch Johnson, if you ask me. At the time, without hindsight, it's a bad substitution. It was 13-14, 5 minutes left, and Wemby's on a heater in the first quarter. Wemby's on a heater in the first quarter, and he's being checked out the game at 5 minutes. Scores 13-14, and then I think OKC get a fast break. Shea has the ball and has Caruso behind him, and he tried to make the layup and he misses the layup, and that's selfish basketball from an MVP who's trying to go to the finals. You need one game where you could have gave it to Caruso. Caruso makes the layup, and now you gaining momentum with Wemby off the floor. That's selfish basketball. Then when Wemby come out, you have to win those minutes. This is crucial basketball where you have to win those minutes, because when Wemby is in the game, your offense just like it closes in, because you really don't have a secondary scorer without J-Dub and AJ. So it's like everything is on him. So when Wemby isn't in the game, you have to score. And if you don't, you're making your offense 10 times harder, because Wemby is a great defensive player, and when he's in, he's already helping off somebody. And Shea wants to shoot mid ranges because he isn't a great 3-point shooter right now, and that makes his game hard. So when Wemby isn't in the game, they have to score. OKC as a group collectively have to score. Wemby. 22-30. They won those minutes. Without Wemby on the floor, OKC scored 9 points. The Spurs scored 16. So it was a 9-16 run. Well, 16-9 run without Wemby. That is crucial for the Spurs, because Wemby is getting great rest. And the Spurs only 9 points without Wemby on the floor. So with Luke Cornett protecting the paint, you scored 9 points in those minutes with Wemby working in. They have to be better on offense. Second quarter, Shea is out the game because he played the whole first. So second quarter, Shea is out. 22-35. That's the score to start. Mark has an awful lineup to me to start the second quarter. McCain, Chet, Caruso, Kaysen, and Jalen Williams. It was a terrible lineup to me, but they played great. Shea, like I said, the score was 22-35. Shea comes back in at the 6-17 mark, The score was 41-47. So they scored. They was on a 19. The OKC scored 19 points. Spurs scored 12. So they came all the way back without Shea. And you would think, oh, that's good. That's good. That's what you need because that's what OKC been missing. Without Shea, OKC really hasn't been good. So for this game, you get that away. This is an away game for them, and you get that kind of performance from your other guys without Shea and without J-Dub, without AJ. You get 19-12 and you're winning that, and Shea comes back in and you do nothing. Shea, abysmal first half. Terrible. 41-47. Shea's come back in and he messes up the whole momentum. And Mark wasted another timeout. I think, they had scored. The Spurs had scored and he had called another timeout. And my thing is about the timeouts. When he's calling them, yes, you call a timeout because the other team is on a run. But you call it, okay, let's stop them. Let's see if we can stop their run. But you got to draw up something on offense because they're going on a run. But if you can score, maybe you can get your offense going. Because they're going to have a run, you're going to have runs. All right, that's what you got timeouts for, to use them wisely. But Mark's using his timeouts, but it's like he's not drawing anything up. It's like OKC has no go-to plays. It's like, Shea, we're going to give you the ball, create something for us. We try to get to the mid-range and score or get a foul, or if they double team you, pass it out. That's their offense. And that's a terrible offense. He's wasting timeouts. He's not drawing nothing up out of the timeouts. And Shea's playing like he's scared. This game he played like Chet those other games. He's playing scared. He's playing timid. It's like he didn't want to play today. And I just don't know how you come out, especially as a two-time MVP. The last game you scored 31 points. The last game, 16 to 17 free throws. That's how many you shot. And this game you play scared. You weren't aggressive. Like that second quarter, they played better without him. And that should never happen as a two-time MVP. With one game away to the NBA Finals. Your team should never play better without you in a quarter where you played. Now, yes, they did score 19 points without you, but when you came in, you should have put up 19 more with you and them because they already hot. So you coming in, you should be playmaking to getting them more shots, or you should be feeding off their energy. It got to be better. And the Spurs was on that tonight. Them young men were on that tonight. They was playing aggressive defense, trying to get every rebound, trying to get trying to block every shot. Like Chet, he's 7'1", 7'2". He should never get his shot blocked by nobody on the Spurs if it ain't Wemby. Not even Luke Cornett, because Chet is athletic. Chet should not get his shot blocked by nobody. And Devin Vassell at 6'5" blocked Chet's shot at the rim. That's unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. In the first half, you got Shea with 10 points, 4-11 shooting from the field, 0 from three, 4 assists. That's terrible. Chet, 6 points, 7 rebounds. I mean, that's probably what he give you. And then you got Cason Wallace pitched in, 11 points, 4 for 4, 3 for 3 from the three. And they're down 7, 53-60. 53-6. And De'Aaron Fox has 0 points. And that's a whole nother thing I'm going to get into later in the video. But you're down 53-60, down 7. Shea's playing bad. Chet's not taking shots. Like, it's no reason in no game should Isaiah Hartenstein should have more shots than Chet. Isaiah Hartenstein 3 for 6, Chet 2 for 4. It shouldn't be no game where Isaiah Hartenstein got more shots than Chet. And I don't care how many times he get to the line. And I don't know when Mark's gonna realize this, but Lu Dort is unplayable this series. He needs to sit Lu Dort down on the bench and play somebody else. Like Kendrick Williams, he needs those minutes. When Kendrick Williams get in the game, he plays good. He needs to get those minutes because Lu Dort is unplayable. He's not playing no defense because Castle's getting off every other game. He's not going to guard Wemby. He's too little. Wemby destroyed them first game when they tried that. Castle's getting whatever he wants. So what does he do? What is Lu Dort's purpose in this series? I don't know. So, I mean, they got to be better, bro. Down, like I said, 53-60. And this is my thing, too, with Mark. Third quarter start, they have another. It's like, and this is every game. First quarter and third quarter, OKC's terrible. Mark, he has to do something. I don't know what he's doing. He has to do something better. He's a bad coach to me. He's a bad coach. He's just in a great situation. He has a great young team. Stan Presti has drafted these great young guys who they know what they're doing. They playing both sides of the ball. He got a great roster. But every first quarter, they're starting off slow. Every third quarter, they starting off slow. You're down 7. You need one game to go to the finals to play the Knicks, who's rested. And right now, Mitchell Robinson, he's hurt. He got a right pinky injury. So you could go in there with their backup center hurt, who they need him bad. So if you can go in there and play them with him hurt, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because you're injured too. That could help you. And you're down 7 going into halftime and you come out with an abysmal third quarter. That shouldn't happen. I mean, it shouldn't happen. Let me see. Game's over now. They scored 13 points in the third quarter. 13. That is terrible. Like I told you, the score was 53-60. They scored 13 points in the. I could see if they were down, like 20, maybe 15. They were down 7. And they scored 13 points in the third. And it ended there. And Shea scored 15 points tonight, man. 15. It's crazy. It's crazy what they're doing. I mean,
welcome to Foot Locker. Anything I can bring for you?
This just isn't what you want from your defending champs. This isn't what you want. And like I said, that Isaiah Hartenstein should never get more shots than Chet. Isaiah Hartenstein 10 shots, Chet 8. That should never happen, ever. It should never happen. Lu Dort 2 for 11. He shouldn't be playing. I'm sorry, he shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be playing. I mean, Jalen Williams tried. J-Dub, he tried to come back and give you something. He's still hurt with his hamstring. Cason Wallace had a good performance coming off the bench. I mean, Mark has to be better. Shea has to be better. Chet has to be better. I mean, all the other guys going to do what they do. I mean, it's a role game. So, you're going to have your role players aren't going to show up as well. But like I said, when they're coming in that second quarter and they score 19 points without Shea, when Shea comes in that second quarter, he needs to bring them what they need to end that quarter. So whenever they come out of halftime, it can be better. But, I mean, it all starts with the coach. I don't know what he's saying to motivate them guys, but they aren't motivated. They just have to be better. Now, let me go back to San Antonio. Wemby came out with a vengeance. Wemby came out with 28 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Wemby came out to play tonight. He had a very aggressive first half, and they showed it. Every time Wemby has a good first half where he's taking double-digit field goal attempts by halftime, they have won the game. They have won the game every time. Wemby had 22 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist at halftime. Nobody else on the Spurs had double-digit points except Dylan Harper with 12. So I mean, that tells you how they're gonna come out. So next game, Wemby comes out with double-digit field goal attempts by halftime, they're probably gonna win. Because when Wemby is making, and he made 4 threes before halftime. When Wemby's making threes, he's the best player in the league. When Wemby is making his 3-point shots, he's the best player in the league. And those guys played well tonight. You getting good performance of Julius. Everybody scored double-digit points in the starting lineups except De'Aaron Fox. And he's terrible right now. He really needs to come off the bench. Yeah, let me go and switch to the De'Aaron Fox topic now. De'Aaron Fox is terrible. Mitch Johnson needs to considerably think about bringing him off the bench for Dylan Harper. Because that first game they won, Dylan Harper played great. Second game, they lost, but Dylan Harper played great. Dylan Harper didn't start playing bad until they brought him off the bench for Fox, and he had an injury. But Fox has been terrible. Fox haven't had a good game in the series yet. Like tonight, 5 points, 1 for 9, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Thank you for playmaking and getting on the glass, but we need you to score. If they're gonna win this game, Sunday, they need him to score. Well, Saturday, they need him to score. 1 for 9 ain't gonna cut it. 1 for 9 isn't gonna cut it. Carter Bryant, he has to chill out. No need for those fouls. That hard foul on Shea to end the halftime. They could have been up 9 probably. So he has to chill out. Dylan Harper, 18 points off the bench, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 for 9 shooting, 2 for 3 from the 3. Very efficient. He's like a 10-year vet in a rookie body. He's gonna be good, man. Like I said, Castle's going off, 17 points. Went to the line 4 times, 7 or 8 from the line, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. I mean, when they're playing good, they're coming together. So yeah, I mean, score 118-91. OKC just has to be better, but hey, that's all I got for tonight, man. See y'all.